Hey guys, I know it's been a while. This is Chris with Copperhead Modeling. I decided to do something I don't normally do, and I decided to do a review on a kit. A group I'm in came up with the idea to do a 24-hour group build, which means you had from 5 p.m. on one day to 5 p.m. on the next day to have your model built. I decided I was going to do something I don't normally do, and 99% of the models you find in my house are 1/48 scale. But I had gotten this 1/72 scale Hawker Hurricane Mark I from AIRFIX, and I decided I was going to try it out. Overall, it is a very good model. If you look at it, you can see the pattern lines are very nicely done. I had to drill out the gun ports to make them pop, but the gun ports are good. The fit is excellent. One thing that I ran into on it, your paint scheme is on the box. That's the only paint colors it gives you. But when you get into the instructions, it starts giving you other paint colors that aren't listed here. So then you gotta go find them. It gives you two models of the Hurricane, the Mark I and the Mark 1A, which the Mark I has a 2-bladed propeller and the Mark 1A has the 3-bladed propeller. I choose to build the Mark 1A, which has a retractable tail wheel. This piece changes depending on which one you decide to build, as does your rudder. It doesn't tell you that at all in here. It only gives you the instructions for the Mark I. But that's about the only gripes I have with the kit. The kit is really nice. It, as you can tell from the builds up really nice. As you can see, the decals are really good. The ports on the bottom of the wing aren't bored out. So if you want to have a realistic looking, you either paint them black or punch them out. Where I was in the 24-hour build and this was coming down to the wire, I didn't do it. This is drilled out because I'm getting a stand and I'm going to put it on the stand where it looks like it's coming in for a landing. But overall, I have no complaints about the kit. As I said, there's a little bit of work you have to do on it, but it ends up being an absolutely great kit. Some of the instructions are a little off, like this is what I'm saying. It shows you to do the one with the rib on it. That's the Mark I. The one without the rib that I built is the Mark 1A. But if you look right here on the instructions, you can see where it shows the rib on the bottom and the rudder sticking down far enough. If you compare that rudder to this rudder, there's an actual extra rib in the rudder. Also, these stripes that show on here are on the decal sheet, but if you use this rudder, they don't fit. They're too long. So, the decal for the dashboard is kind of pointless because you can't see it. This has got the weirdest cockpit I've ever seen, because you put the cockpit together on the bottom, on the top of the wing, and this is put together inside the body, and then when you mate them, the stick and the rudder pedals have to come up through the lattice work. And you can do it. I did it. It just, also this is the first 1/72 I've ever seen where you have to build the wheel wells. You literally build almost all the way around the wheel well. And yeah, it's interesting. It's actually a fun build. It's smaller, so you've got tight spaces you're working with. It's not super detailed in some ways. In other ways, if you look at the wheel wells, it is super detailed. And I will show you right here. You can see the detail in the wheel wells. I didn't get into doing a lot of painting on it because I was on a 24-hour build. But they give you the wheels up doors with wheels already on them, so you don't have to make the wheels fit down in the wheel well. So they took that into account for you. The radiator and everything is very well done. I'm trying to think of any real big glitches I had with it, and there weren't any. Yeah, there weren't really any major glitches with this build. I mean, you can see some of the seams, but most of them sealed up great. The decals went on without a hitch. They laid down great. Like I was saying, the paint scheme is not given to you properly as far as the paint for the inside colors. The way the prop is put in it, it is near impossible to put it in without it sticking because the way it's put in. The prop is assembled as a unit, and then you have to glue this sleeve in. Well, when you push this sleeve in, the glue around the edge gets on the back of the prop hub. Hence the fact my prop is stuck. But like I said, it's the first 1/72 done in a long time, and this one tripped me off to do another one, and I went and did a 1/72 German experimental plane that I'd never heard of. But that would be a video for another time. So that's my here to let you know about the Hawker from AIRFIX in 1/72 scale. You guys have a good day and build it as you want it, because that's the only way it's going to be satisfying. Good day and happy modeling.